Lucas.
Everett.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It certainly is.
Or so I've been told.
Well, it's the end of the year.
Is it wonderful?
Today is December 31st.
What my word. Did you ever think we'd get here?
Honestly, no, this was a bad fucking year for me. This was a bad fucking year. You and I both know that. Look me in the eye. Was this a good year for me or a bad year?
I see your hair. I see how unkempt your beard is.
Do you think it's unkempt?
You could trim it a little bit.
I'm going for like a rugged kind of...
No, I know what you're going for. I see the hat you're wearing. It says, yeah, I go fishing.
Look, I come from a family of farmers, okay? My cousin Dean's missing 2 fingers.
Those fishing lures never sell water in their life, Ennis.
Big deal. So what?
Yes, it's been a bad year for you. What was... No, you were going to say.
No, you go.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
You go. I want to talk.
What was your lowest point?
I think starting a podcast with someone...
Was it when that man looked at your naked body and said, I love how normal your body is?
Okay. You just opened a can of worms. This person was so fucking good in bed and so physically fit, so just perfect hot. He's got this perfect body. He looked at my nude naked body and said, I just love how normal you are. Mm-hmm. Do you know how fucking vicious that was?
Yeah. Which is so weird because I've always read Jonathan Bailey as so nice in person.
And so I looked at him and I said, what did you just say? And he goes, well, no, I mean, it's a good thing. It's just like everyone here is like about it. And then I was like, yeah, how about you do me a favor? How about you go out into my kitchen? I want you to look above the sink. You're going to find my toolkit in there. Okay? I want you to pull out the screwdriver and I want you to stab me in the fucking eye until the sharp part goes out the back of my skull. Okay? And as I'm writhing and wiggling in pain, I want you to know that my murder hurt less than when you called my nude naked body normal.
Listen, words can be weapons too, kids. I think we've all seen that demonstrated here today.
Never say, I love your normal body. I work out 6 times a week. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So then I turned that perception on himself. And I said, well, what about your body?
I see needle marks.
And he was like, well, yeah, I'm on T. And I was like,
And you said, oh, that's T.
And he's like, and so I just think it's like really, he didn't say brave, but it was giving like, I just love that you're above the standard.
Oh my God.
And I was like, well, you don't need to be on testosterone. You can certainly stop. And he's like, well, if I stop, then I won't get film partners. And I was like, that might be the case, but then might you consider getting a real job? And so then I kind of got to give it back to him.
Oh dear. Well, listen, according to Lucas, sex work is not real work. So all of you OnlyFans creators out there.
So listen, I don't actually care at all. Get your coin, be your own boss. I so support it. It's just if you're going to be vicious and say something awful, like it's just easy. It's right there. I have to shoot back.
Yeah, sure. Well, that was a low point.
That wasn't even the lowest.
Yeah,
I actually forgot about it until
we didn't even do our intro.
Well, fuck it.
Listen, welcome to we don't have a lot of time, kids. It's December 31st. Right. The year's ending. Welcome to the Let's Get Bread podcast,
where we talk about all things sex, food, money, and religion.
Yeah. And you know the deal, kids. We've already gotten into it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lucas, it gets darker. What do we got? Hit me.
Well, I told you a low point. Was this a good or bad year for you?
Mixed bag, I think, for the most part. Mm-hmm. I got my new job, my new day job, my big boy job, which has been fabulous. And it's been very, very timely. And, you know, I was at the end of my literal rope. So I got the gig in last January. So that was a great start to the new year and has been a fantastic gig. A lot of great stuff has been happening comedy-wise. So that's been good. Actually, it's been a good year. It's really just the end of the year that's been...
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's been actually a fine enough year. I mean, the election really was also a huge bummer.
The election was a massive bummer. Was that? I mean, that was last November, but I guess that was abrupt. It was actually, I'm honestly forgetting. We had the fucking fires this year. This was
time runs together,
really
kids.
bad year.
See, I was fine because I got out of town early with Elliot. He and I absconded to Palm Springs for a few days.
I remember you had called me before even the Runyon fire happened, and I remember thinking like, oh, he's being dramatic. And then literally 20 minutes later, Runyon started on fire, which is where we live. And I was like, oh shit, I have to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you had a bad year, and I've heard all about it.
I got laid off from Ridiculousness.
Oh, you got laid off.
MTV is no more.
MTV, God rest you. You were a real one.
Breakup. It was a testing year, baby.
It was. Listen, God saves his toughest battles.
But you know what I've always said? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Oh boy, has anybody else ever said that? You should put that on a mug or something.
You know, I'm just not the kind of person to like put my stuff out there in that way. I don't need to express myself constantly. Yeah. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Well, New Year's resolutions. I always tend to think of these as sort of, like, I this is going to sound so stupid, but like the ones I set last year, I achieved them early. And then I was like, oh, now what? So I need to maybe set my sights higher. You know what I mean?
Got strung out in Vaseline Alley.
Yeah, exactly.
Did heroin.
I folded my laundry immediately out of the dryer. And I was like, oh, wow, that was, okay. Now I have to, guess I'll die. What do you do? I think this year I want to do more road shows. I want to do more shows out of state in different cities. I think that's a good resolution to aim for.
Well, what are you going to do about this podcast?
I'm gonna, like Elizabeth Warren, I will persist in this podcast.
Okay. Just don't forget your priorities, baby.
I need you. We're gonna grow the listenership of this podcast tenfold. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We got 2 of you. If we got 20 by the end of next year, we're good. Okay.
2, baby. Our last episode was 42.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's so good.
No, I don't know. I made that up.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I haven't even really thought that much about resolutions because it's just, I don't know. They come to me in different moments. They come to me in dreams. What are your resolutions?
So it's funny. A few years ago, I was talking to kind of like a flighty, woohoo-y kind of person. And she was like, I always pick just a word for the year.
Oh, hey,
the theme for the year.
Goulash.
Well, sparkle. No. So I think this next year, I'm going to center myself around the word peace.
I hate that.
I know. I was like on my way over here, I was thinking, and I was like, what's going to make Everett puke? I think that.
Oh, that's wretched.
No, I think the resolutions, I'm going to be totally honest, the older I get, the less I care. I used to be really big into it. I used to be big about like, I don't know. And I still, I guess I'm big into manifesting, but truly, I just want to be happier. I want to make more money.
Sure. There's a great one. I want more capital.
I want more independence. I want to be able to make money for myself, lead my own life, not worry about other people. And
Lucas is currently in a conservatorship, much like Britney Spears. He refuses to stop dancing with knives. We're all wearing gingham. It's very distressing.
I'm not putting my belly away either. You stop it. I'm not fat. Fuck you.
You have ringworm.
No, that is fully cleared up.
Oh, thank goodness. That was another part of your bad year.
Forever. Yeah. What the fuck, ringworm? Am I a wrestler at some janky junior high in Compton? Who the fuck gets ringworm?
I was going to say Pierre, South Dakota.
Yeah.
They probably have a really good wrestling program in South Dakota.
Oh, I bet. My high school actually had a really good wrestling program. We always won state. Do you want to know more about that? Or?
I don't, actually. I'm good. I'm good for North Dakota wrestling programs. Actually, unless... No, okay. It was about to get sad right there. I think I was about to ask if the coaches ever got indicted for any sort of untoward behavior.
My English teacher, and he was the subject of this show, I think it was called She Said, or maybe whatever.
She Said?
Or no. It was called Three Women.
Oh.
And it was a memoir, and my English teacher, who's my favorite English teacher my junior year in high school, he wrote me my college recommendation letter. He fucked one of a student. And then 7 years later, she came out and was like, yeah, I had an affair with him. And then he did not get in trouble. He was found innocent.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So you resolved that year. That filtered into your New Year's resolution.
Excuse me. What language are you speaking? I just told you a story. This has nothing to do. We got off track a little bit. I can see that now. But I'm telling you that my hometown of West Fargo, North Dakota, was the subject of a memoir called Three Women.
You should get something published this year.
I mean, I am a published author.
You should do. Yeah.
I know.
Okay. All right. This is fabulous. I'm going to come up with some resolutions for you.
Oh, God.
If you can think on it.
I'm not shaving.
The first was going to be shave. Yeah. The first was going to be work on your facial hair. Just trim it. Just trim it.
I get lots of compliments.
I think we both know you're making that up.
No, I get asked out. I've been asked out a lot. Okay, I will cut this. I've been getting asked out a lot.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. I want you to, for your New Year's resolution, I want you to get published again. I think you should finish a script.
I just finished a script. You're already giving me you're giving me a new script.
This is for next year, dingus.
Baby.
You're going to write another one. Bigger, better, more guns, bigger explosions. The baby comes back. Okay. They find a bigger baby on another train.
Yeah. I've been on a pretty good pace. This was the first year that I didn't do 2 feature-length scripts. I did a feature and I did a pilot this year. And that feels somewhat like I lost, because normally I do 2 feature-length scripts, which are like 120 pages each.
Yeah. I think my other resolution for you is you're going to get back on stage and do some stand-up regularly.
Do the straights have to be there?
Yep.
No.
Yep. It toughens your nipples, doesn't it?
No.
By the way, Senator, I love this suit.
I just hate the straight
I know.
man.
Listen, I don't care for them either.
Yeah.
But I say just that and they usually laugh.
No, I want to get back into stand-up. It just is hard because here I feel like we're just putting so much shit out. We have this podcast. We have I'm like writing on the side. And
you're a single mother.
Like our jobs. I'm a single mother. And so it's just like, at what point in time do you diversify all of your creative capabilities? And then what are you taking and pulling from? What should you be investing your energy in? When are you just avoiding the thing that you should be focusing on? I don't know. So I've been toying around with that, but I do miss stand up.
Yeah. What would you say what would you suggest for me for resolutions?
Oh, baby. I wasn't prepared for this. So if this comes off a little too harsh, I do love you. I do love you.
Oh, no.
Personal or just like more superficial, like what you should set for yourself? Because I really like you need to. Sorry, I shouldn't use need to. The touring is good for you. You need to get out there. You've been wanting to do that for a while. You're ready.
Okay.
And then I want you to do more prose writing. You're a very talented writer.
Oh.
You and we wrote an animated short.
Oh, we did, yeah. That was fabulous.
So we're going to get an animator. That can be a shared goal for us. Let's get that into some festivals.
Yes. Okay. We're going to resolve here now to submit the interview to some festivals.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Kids.
We're going to find an animator. He's going to do some sketches. We're going to make an animated short. Why not?
Yeah.
Can't be too hard.
Yeah. We're doing a podcast.
I mean, fuck. This is the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. I have to keep talking to you week after week.
Okay, so tour a bit, or get out of do road shows, submit the thing. If you say lose 5 pounds, I will flip this tape.
No, you look amazing. I walked in here today and I said, "You slut. What is it? This glow?" I said, "Have you been sitting in the sun?" And he said, "No." And I was like, "But you just have after sex hair."
My eyeliner is a little smudged, but it's because I had a nap.
You were all smiley. I had to bite my lip so I wouldn't come.
Muffin, this is a family-friendly podcast.
No, let's get back to how you can change for the better. When I ask for something really, really simple, such as like, maybe when you schedule one of our guests, you could ask if like the time worked for me rather than say like 4 p.m., be there. Because like I had a meeting at 3:30. Maybe you could like think of your co-host to be like, I wonder if that time works for him, rather than like, my co-host will adapt to what I've decided.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that my decisiveness is not an asset to you. You're now calling my decisiveness a liability, is what I'm hearing you say. Okay. All right. That's rich. That's helpful.
It just reminds me of when we were traveling together in Japan, and on our way out of the country, the very last memory of being in Japan, you turned to me on our 2-person trip and said, "I just think I'd have liked it better if we had a guide, someone who knew more about Japan," after I had spent weeks and weeks and weeks researching it.
I think I'd said, I wish I'd come here with someone else. I think I actually said something meaner than that.
Yep. And I remember being like, oh, I put so much work into this and was paid in dust, was paid in a fucking fart in a bag.
Yep. After I said that, I took a paper bag, I farted into it, and then I threw it at Lucas. And then I got on the plane and I stole his passport. That was it. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I think this is going to be the final episode of the podcast. I think this is it, kids. This is the end of the road.
Now, as far as what else should you do? I don't know. I want you to find your love.
Yeah.
I know. I want you to seriously date.
Fucking say something.
You're a relationship person, but you don't know that because you're like stuck to this. Like I'm like a hard. But you're a I think you're a relationship person.
I'm so bored.
You are physically crawling out of your chair.
I don't entirely disagree with that. You sure? I mean, I'm very rarely in a relationship.
Yeah,
and that's. Is it because I'm naturally unpleasant? Of course it is.
Okay, actually, this is going to be more structural. You need to. You should lower your standards a little bit, like a little bit.
I don't think that's ever. I've never been accused of having high standards.
You're very picky.
I will not stand for this.
You are very picky.
I don't think that's.
You're even picky with just like people. Like
horse cock. What are you talking about?
You're a picky person.
Give me 5 examples and use specifics.
Okay. You were dating a person. You went on a hike. They came over after the hike and you had invited them to come upstairs because you had just made a loaf of bread. This person sat down on the couch and I remember you were like, and he just was waiting for me to serve him. And I was like, well, baby, you're the host. You invited him up to be served. You were supposed to, like, in my eyes, I was like, I would have cut the bread and brought it out to him. And you're like, I'm not his maid.
All right. So I remember very specifically this incident, as it were. He came up, sat on the couch, and there was, a moment of quiet unfolded where, we'd come in and, gotten water and such. And then I was like, oh, I'll go get the bread ready. And then we'd started talking again as I'd walked into the kitchen. And so he's sitting on the couch. I'm in the kitchen. I'm starting to cut up the bread and he's still talking at me, but we're, having a conversation from a room away. And you can hear the noise, the bread being cut. And so I figured, like, wouldn't you just get up if you still had something you wanted to say? Would you not get up and like... And so then I just stopped for a second and he kept talking. And then I was like, wow, he's really just not going to get up. He's just going to keep talking. And so then
I suppose, okay, I didn't remember the talking conversation because how your kitchen and living room is set up there is like a full-on wall. Yes. So it would be annoying to be talking to someone in a separate room. Yeah.
So I just... I said 5 examples. That was just one.
No, you're... Okay, and I'm going to give you a compliment and it's going to sound like a backhanded dick. You're very smart. And it'll be hard for you to find someone to be as intellectually evolved as you are. That's your age.
Have I ever dated somebody dumb? Yes, the Peruvian.
Why were you with him?
Why am I not with him?
Why were you with him?
Why was I with him? Well,
that dick.
I was with him because I was a fall-down drunk in Washington, D.C. in the Obama administration. I was thinner then. And he was...
The go-go dancing years.
The go-go dancing years, yeah. And, it was just a darling relationship for a little while. And then he loved just a snoot full of Colombian marching powder. You know what I mean? He just... Especially at 2 a.m. when we'd be just about to get in a cab to go home. And so then I would be staring down the barrel of a double the next day at the restaurant where I was a waitress. And he would just be motor-mouthed into 4 wee hours in the morning, in and out of English and Spanish, just asking me about plans for the future. It's like...
Colombian marching powder took me the fuck out.
Well, we called it back in the 80s.
I feel like I'm watching Agatha Christie like satire. So fucked up. Who are you?
Otherwise, lovely guy. Daniel, if you're listening, hi.
No.
Okay, that's example 2. Standards. I relax my standards. I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't think it's possible to be with somebody who, like you don't match with intellectually. Like if some I don't think it's possible to be in a relationship with somebody. Even a friendship is tough with somebody who's really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any like really fucking dumb friends, you're the fucking dumb friend. Like everybody take stock, okay? If you know a lot of flops and dirt bags and failures in your circle, that's good, okay? That means like, oh yeah, okay, all right. I can see the forest and the trees. If you are surrounded by not one flop, if you have not one failure in your circle, mama, I'm sorry to tell you.
Look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror. So, yeah,
I'm just picturing you growing up, little Everett in Delaware, turning inside himself, reading James Joyce, Anais Nin.
If there's a 10-year-old out there reading Anais Nin, you need medical intervention. You need psychiatric care. Parents, if your child is reading Anais Nin,
But I think getting back to the point, I just think, I'm not saying you should be with a dummy, but I feel like you, because you've always been this smart, more intellectual person with these like unusual experiences. Well, like going to China for a year when you're 16 and like getting to see the world. Like you've put yourself in a position where you're so independent and such an individual that sometimes it might be like, oh, I'm just a lone wolf. I worry about that for you.
Oh boy.
And I just want to let you know that you can let the ice melt a little bit, baby. You're deserving of love.
If you touch me again,
I can't help it. You look so good.
If you put your hands on me.
You do look really good. I walked through the store and I said, what the fuck has been going on? You look amazing.
It's grief, darling. It's just...
No, you looked happy. I know what you look like when you're sad. You also look good.
I did get the note that I'm a pretty crier from somebody recently, which is actually the best comfort you can give somebody. I hadn't known this before, but if somebody near you is crying and having a big emotional moment, tell them they're a pretty crier.
I have not heard that once in my life.
I gotta tell you, it really fucking changed my outlook.
I look like Smeagol, bitch.
So,
like
I got it. I thought I did too. Okay, maybe I did. But she still said, you're a pretty crier. And I gotta tell you, even though I was still in a really, really bad place, that really, like, there was the clouds parted and a little beam of sunshine came through.
You're so gay. Having the worst day of your life, someone tells you you're pretty, like,
yeah, somebody told me, you actually, wow, you're a pretty crier. And I was like, I better work. I'm just a storm. Yeah, it was, whew, that was, listen, again, if you're going to ugly cry in public, Miss Melbourne's patio is the place to do it.
Yeah.
So I resolved to cry more in public.
What?
I love pulling focus, baby. It's such a great way to create, to alter the sounds so psychotic, and it's because it is.
I'm like kind of wanting to move on to the next segment, but I have to hear what you're about to say.
So I'm a big fan of changing the emotional weather of most of the interactions I'm a part of.
I'm aware.
Yeah. And since I've gotten in touch with the, more the leakier side of my emotions, I've couldn't help but noticing just how everybody changes when they see you're crying. This is utterly psychotic. So
I'm scared.
So I was at a cafe and this was must have been end of November. I was at a cafe, just my own goddamn business. And in the way that, grief will just hit you out of nowhere, something just, broke. Something happened and I just was dissolved into tears. And I didn't want to be there making a display of myself like that. I was just going about my day, but something, it just, in the way that grief works, some stimulus creates this unexpected and disproportionate emotional response in you, and suddenly you find like, oh shit, oh, it's happening. Okay, I hear bells.
All right, yep.
And so I was wearing sunglasses, okay, and so I was sitting outside, and so people could see me, and I was trying very hard not to just have like snot running out of my nose, but when I took my sunglasses off and wiped my eyes, I could see all of these eyes go to me and look at me, and people just immediately were like, oh, what's going on over there? And so I put my sunglasses back on. And of course, in the moment, I'm mortified. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I need to, exit as quickly as I can. But I just could not help noticing how everybody was like all in my business.
Yeah.
I was like, if I had a slightly different pathology and if I were indoors, I could really make this a set piece. A bit of siege doing.
It is a car accident kind of
they were
thing.
rubbernecking. Emotional rubbernecking was incredible. It was just that abstraction of mind you have when you're just so completely shaken out from where you normally are.
Totally. And to be crying in public means that you don't care about the social surroundings, which we've all been like forced to care, just being image and whatever. And so, man, you were going through it.
I was going through it. That was why the end of the year was really tough. November is around the time when my ex-boyfriend passed away. And that was terribly sad. And it's just from like November, all of November was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Seattle was a fucking disaster, except for the show at the club. Club Comedy in Seattle, shout out, loved it. You guys were fabulous. The rest of Seattle didn't enjoy myself. But all of November was just grinding misery. And then add on top of that I was also, it's been 2 years since my boyfriend passed. Right. And the first year afterwards, it was a hard day, but I don't recall it being a week-long event like it was this year. And so something about this year, I don't know quite what it was, but I was just a husk for about 2 weeks.
It wasn't that long ago that he was here.
Yeah.
There's enough space to where it's like so much has changed in your life, then that's got to be like a huge obstacle to overlook.
I think the big thing is that it's the immediacy of the emotion is startling. When the more time that goes by, it's a lot more surprising when so I told you, at first grief is like being stabbed, and then it becomes less like being stabbed and more just like being crushed.
Yeah.
And then the more time that goes by, you get used to that sensation of feeling crushed, but then you can still get stabbed by the feeling can still knife you. And that's what was most surprising to me about it this year. And so all that's just to say, when you're stabbed, make sure you look good, I think. I don't know. This took a turn.
Go to Miss Melbourne's.
Go to Miss Melbourne's near Trader Joe's.
No, it's so difficult. I have never experienced grief in that way. I've obviously gone through breakups, but I've never lost anyone personally. So to watch you kind of experience it, like I just feel so much for you because it's awful. It's the worst thing in the entire. I can't think of anything worse.
Well, yeah. The other thing is, there's nothing you really can do. Like you showed up and brought food, which is probably, aside from telling somebody they're a pretty crier, bring them food. That's nice. That's a good thing to do. I started talking. I don't talk about him a ton on stage or in general, just because it's in any depth. I mean to say, like I'll make references to him, and people certainly have made jokes at my expense about it, like every roast of me ever.
Guilty.
But that's its own thing, right? That's you're in comedy, you're doing the thing. I was on stage and I started talking about him, and at a show. This wasn't a mic, this was an actual show. And as I told my bit about my ex-boyfriend, I got immensely sad on stage.
Yeah.
And there was about 2-3 seconds of silence after I delivered my line where there should have been a laugh. Audience could tell I was feeling something, did not react with laughter at all. Instead, they just sort of like
concerned.
Yeah. And it was as if a chasm opened up in front of me in the earth and just invited me to step into it, because like, yep, there's no coming back from this one. And I took a few seconds, fumbled and then recovered and went on my merry way through the rest of my set. But it was like, oh yeah, okay, that's probably going to keep happening into the future. Which it brings me to the resolution now. Here we go. Sorry. All that's just to say, kids, resolving gonna try and find out what emotionally in my comedy might have stakes attached to it.
Yeah.
I think for the past the past year or so, stand-up has been my sort of dog and pony show.
Mm-hmm.
You do your jokes, you make the people laugh. That's all well and good, and still needs a lot of refining, judging by my last few shows anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be able to talk about this in a way that's going to be, that isn't going to leave me incapacitated, maybe.
Yeah. That is such an interesting thing, and not to be too corny, but I talked about this in therapy actually today. But as like a creative person who wants to express themselves, it is very difficult where to draw the line of what to share about yourself, because you want to be honest, you want to make people feel like they can relate to you, the good and the bad. But then at some point in time, you have to assess how much damage that's doing for you and how much you're keeping alive. And with grief, it's just like such a big fucking animal.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a fog that just settles around you, and it just, you get a glimpse of whatever's ahead of you. Other times, nothing is there, and it's just like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna sit here until something clears up. And that was the end of November for me, except for Thanksgiving, which I cooked for 10 people.
Yeah.
That was
took a Xanax. That's great.
Yeah, I took half a Xanax out. I was whisking the gravy, and about 30 seconds from a Julianne Moore Far From Heaven meltdown. Actually, Julianne Moore in Savage Grace meltdown.
Magnolia, the pharmacy scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore in basically any movie.
What?
Julianne Moore in The Lost World.
Yeah.
Meltdown.
Love.
And that was, there's another great resolution is I need to be cooking a lot more dinners and getting more of these a-hole comics that I'm friends with in Fred.
You do a good job of that already.
That's been actually one of the best things about having this apartment and being here and being able to cook is like, having people by for dinners. Abby, even you're coming, okay?
Has she been to one?
Yes, of course she's been.
Oh, okay. I was like, that poor fucking... She deserves to come.
My sweet absinthe. Yes, she's been to several dinners, but...
Got it.
Yeah, there's another resolution.
Okay. That's a good one for me because I just started baking. I've baked 3 loaves of bread. I've
got
4
bread.
pies. I got bread. And I just want to kind of become more of an adult cooking. That's a real, yeah.
I gotta tell you, it's been super helpful. ChatGPT.
I have such a hard relationship with that.
I gotta tell you, it's changed the game for cooking. It's really actually made cooking so much easier, so effortless to figure out what to do, or there are some people where they have a technique problem where like, how do I brown meat? And that's not my problem. My issue is that brainily I just don't I get overwhelmed looking into my stupid cabinet and seeing what's there and being like, I can do X, Y, and Z. If I can get over that first hump of like, what do I fucking... I'm like one of the women in an infomercial at the of the before of an infomercial when it comes to figuring out what to cook dinner. I really am. I turn into a slapstick Amelia Bedelia fuck up in the kitchen. But if I have a concept of what I want to cook, then it's just, paint by numbers to mix my metaphors.
Yeah. I will say, I'll come clean. I've used chat when I fucked up baking. So, for example...
when you use nutritional yeast instead of
I can't believe you just put me out on the spot like that. Who knew you just sprinkle yeast on top of your salad? Who
for nutrition?
Who does that?
Vegans probably. No, yeah, vegans.
I've had 3 different people be like, "You are an idiot," and I stand by it. It said yeast on the bag. I'm not a baker. I'm new to this. I'm a fucking idiot. Like, sorry.
I'll tell you, I bought nutritional yeast too in the past when I was dumb.
When you were baking?
No.
Oh.
I thought I was going to bake.
Yeah. My bread wasn't rising, so I said, what's going on? I took a picture of all of the different things. It said,
and you texted me and I said, yeah, it looks like there's no yeast in there. And you said, oh, there's yeast. And I said, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, unless some fabulous changes have occurred in the world of chemistry, there's no yeast in that dough. And what do you know? It was nutritional yeast. I think you should resolve to use yeast more frequently.
Well, and then I stuck by it because I was like, you know what? I'm not embarrassed. But the more I tell people, the more people laugh at me. And I'm like, okay, now maybe I am the problem.
Listen, you gotta, once you kill a cow, you gotta make a burger. Okay. To make an omelet, you gotta crack a few geese. And that's just...
I've been drinking.
I think for this year, for your resolution, you should start drinking again.
Oh, thanks. Let me get to May. Because once I get to May, it'll be 2 years.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, just 2?
Just 2.
Oh.
I don't miss it at all.
Oh, that's good.
I wasn't like a fall down drunk where I fought cab drivers or like, like a piece of shit like that. But
when you've had the shit kicked out of you by as many cab drivers as I have, you realize I got to give it up. I'm not long for this world. I'm not good at this game.
It's great. I will say, you know what? I'm going to be, okay, this fits. I need to drink less soda because what I substituted for alcohol was soda. And I drink plenty of Diet Coke. I just need to reduce. You drink
a lot of Diet Coke.
I need to cut it. I'm a 5th grade teacher with Diet Coke. I need to cut it in half.
Yeah.
Save it for the movies. A little sweet treat when I go.
Sure. And you go to a lot of films.
I do.
So let's not get too crazy here. Yeah, less soda would be useful for me too, I think. I drink a lot of tea, but that's,
And then just, God, this is the year. One benefit of this last year, which was really difficult, is I made a lot of mistakes. I learned a lot. I got stronger. I'm getting to a point, though, where I'm realizing I am just getting older. Like, I want to figure out sleep so bad. Isn't that so sad?
Did you say I want to figure out sleep?
Yeah, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was like, I'm going to win an Oscar. I'm going to sell a script this year. And I've really come to terms with like, you can control what you can control, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, I want to master sleep.
Okay.
I know. But that's a big deal. Think about how much more you'd get done in a day if you were just fully rested. Do you ever feel fully rested?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You're a good sleeper?
Oh yeah. I know I don't need you to hone in on the dark circles under my eyes. Those are genetic. I'm sure you'll find they're inherited.
I'm taking cucumbers and putting them on right now. No.
I do sleep generally well at night. I also usually budget a nap into my afternoon.
I forget about this. You're like a 4 p.m. napper, and then you're asleep by midnight. Asshole.
I'm a 4 p.m. to sometimes 6 p.m. napper. And it's toughest around the changing of the seasons when there's less sunlight out, because it's, when you wake up and it was already starting to get dark and you wake up when it is dark outside, you're like, oh my God, what year is it? You think it's the next day. And so you get started on making coffee and stuff. You're like, wait, it's 7 p.m. of next year?
Time for chess.
Yeah, right. So that's where you run afoul of things. But, a simple alarm on your phone and a Post-it note saying, it's still today, will keep you on the right track.
What do you think about the people who post their New Year's resolutions and kind of brag about them online? Once they've been accomplished, or like they do their like year in review.
What, on LinkedIn? Where are we posting this?
Instagram too.
Yeah. I can't recall seeing a single post like that. You're an asshole if you do that. You're just an asshole.
What about the politicians who go through all of their wins? I think of AOC.
I mean, you got to do that as a politician because you got to get those fucking animals to vote for you. What are you going to do? You're going to not sing about how the Build Back Better, the Biden Infrastructure Act has brought money to your district? Okay. You think we're not going to tout the Build Back Better's infrastructure bill? Okay. You got to spend more time in DC. That's what that says to me. Listen, we're running Michael Henry for mayor. All right.
I know.
I need you to get up on the political king-making and skullduggery that goes into.
I need to. No.
No.
I'm trying to get happier, babe.
Oh, okay.
I need to spend less time with the news. I'm back on my 3-hour-a-day news bullshit. And I need to get back off that.
What's your daily screen time?
You asked, this is the 3rd or 4th time on this podcast you've asked, and I told you I turned it off because I find it embarrassing. I'm personally humiliated.
I should like to know what it is.
New Year's resolution, I'm going to spend less time on my phone.
They're supposed to be realistic. They're supposed to be achievable.
Something I will let the listener know. I read a lot.
For filth.
I read like probably 25 to 30 books a year. Okay. And so I love reading a physical book. These people are like, you need to get apps for your phone. And
my God.
I'm trying to get off my phone.
Yeah.
And the book is the greatest way to get off my phone. It's the only thing where I'm not like pulled to like, oh, I wonder if someone's texting me. When I'm in a book, I'm like, fuck the rest of you.
Yeah. Kids, if you want to send in gifts to the radio station here, he loves pop-up. He loves The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
No, I want the Ballad of the Songs and Snakes from the Hunger Games, please. I got to know what President Snow does. Actually, I think he might be dead. I think Julianne Moore's the bad guy.
He loves books with big pictures in them. Lots of colors.
I was just about to shit talk a book, but I shouldn't because I know the author. I was sorry.
That book is Becoming by Michelle Obama.
Oh, gosh. She was just navel gazing the whole time.
In an autobiography. I mean, what are we doing?
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't put a lot of stock in New Year's resolutions generally.
Yeah.
And it's, again, I think they're...
I can tell we're sitting here on a pile of shit.
Unfolded laundry everywhere. I think it's, you need... I don't know why people make such a big deal out of them, because you really don't ever hear about somebody achieving them. And then it's also, I just called you an asshole if you did tell me achieving them. I think where the line is actually is, okay, New Year's resolution, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. Bucket list, let's hear about it. Tell me all about it. You did a bucket list item.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. Is it interesting? Is it fun? Then tell me all about it.
It is really, they are synonymous with one another, except with the New Year's resolution, it has a start date, which is kind of the weird part, because I'm like, you could do it now, but I'm also someone where I love a new beginning.
I think maybe a New Year's resolution, the problem with that is also that they're usually so anodyne, and they're usually so just watered down and as almost to be meaningless. Like, this year, I think I'm going to try and center myself around peace. Like you said, that utterly, howlingly fatuous thing you said earlier.
But that's different than doing like 17 different New Year's resolutions where you can set yourself up for failure. That's a really simple task. I know it's woo-woo-y and stupid, but at least it's like, choose peace. Like at the mantra.
But is it a star goal? What is that fucking acronym? Is it something time-bound, actionable, reasonable? Do you remember?
No idea.
Your mother's in HR. Your mother's in HR. She should know it.
You keep my mother's name out of your fucking mouth, okay? Don't you dare.
It's like something like it's whenever at any corporate job I've ever flunked out of.
Sure.
They give you like, okay, you need to hit these metrics or we'll have you murdered or whatever. And so you have your metrics, and they have to be star, and they have to be something time-bound, actionable, and reasonable.
I love that you think my corporate HR mother like brings home.
She raised you
an ROI sheet, raises her like 7-year-old on it. Is like, look, it's January 1st. We're gonna walk you through star. Okay.
Okay, sweetheart. In Q2, we're gonna need you to bring home more girls, or else we're gonna have to demote you. Okay.
April comes around. I'm on a PIP. Performance improvement plan.
You're just too gay for the office, sweetheart. Cheryl did the right thing.
Yeah.
Cheryl and Troy, friends of the pod.
Honestly, logically, New Year's resolutions, you set yourself up for disappointment and failure, because there's some that's realistic, but I think a lot of people shoot for the stars where they do. I just said doo-doo.
You said doo-doo.
I gotta edit that. Yeah. I've been drinking. But I remember I was 24. I'm like, I'm gonna sell a movie. I'm gonna sell a script. I've been screenwriting for 2 years. I was like, I just wrote the next Juno. This script is amazing. Yeah. I reread it like 2 years ago. I was like, I literally deleted the file. It was like, it was so embarrassing.
That's like anytime I revisit a novel I wrote during a manic episode, I'm like, that one's gotta.
But you're like, sure, Lena Dunham was probably 24, could have sold a script. I was 24, could not have sold a script, Right. But in my head, I just was like, I'm going to do this. And then when I did not do that, I was like doubting myself. And it's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah, I mean, the resolutions I'll give you, for my resolutions last year, this was, I think, I don't know, like a year, maybe under a year into comedy, something like that. My resolution was like, I want to make money doing comedy. There was a certain comic I wanted to appear on a lineup with, just because I love the comic, and I wanted to be on a show with them, and I wanted to play a certain venue.
Sure.
And then within, I think 1 week, I'd made money doing comedy. I'd gotten paid for a show. And so that was the first, like, oh.
No. I've even made money.
Yeah, I was like, I probably should have stipulated I need to be paying my bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, I made $12 in a ham sandwich from
Flappers. Well, okay, I'll edit that. I will take a kick at Flappers. Sorry.
Yeah, at the Comedy Chateau. And then I got booked on a lineup with said comedian, and that was fabulous, and it felt like a really lovely achievement, but it wasn't, I don't know, and then, the venue, I got booked at the venue. It's like, oh, yeah.
You didn't shoot for the stars.
I did not shoot for the
I shot for your backyard.
I landed on the moon, whatever. No, you shoot for the moon? Go fuck yourself. You've been drinking.
Listen.
I achieved, is what I'm saying. And
you did.
I hit my KPIs.
You performed internationally this year, as did I.
Yeah. We were internationally tolerated.
We were funny. We were the two best ones.
Yeah. Well, Jamie Wang. The fabulous Jamie. Kids, I told you before, you better be following Jamie Wang.
We could get her on the pod.
Absolutely.
Maybe she'll be our first Zoom one.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fabulous.
3 screens, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be a delight. And she's in New York now, I think. This is probably all going to be edited out.
Say well, yeah. I'm trying to work our way back.
Do you have any... Wait, okay, so do you have a resolution that you achieved and it felt like, oh, holy shit, I really achieved it? Did it feel like a big thing?
That's
have
funny
you ever?
ask. I was trying to think of this is going to sound like cringy, but I grew up playing sports. And so I just am I know. But I just I'm good. I'm goal oriented. I'm driven. I get shit done. So I'm trying to think of mine are always more spiritual or more mental I know you're going to hate me, but it's not ever, I try not to focus on that direct result of get a script made, sell a script. Oh. Mine's always be nicer to yourself, less self-doubt.
Oh, I see.
Are
you sure?
This year, more sleep. This year, I'm serious. I'm I need to crack sleep because this 5.5 hours, 6 hour stuff is not
cannot for the life of me. Every time you say that, I need to figure out sleep. I'm Mary, it's you lie on your back and you shut your eyes.
When the point in case, actually, I know you're a good sleeper because when we traveled together in the same hotel room, you would fall asleep 2 hours before me and I would wake up 2 hours before you.
Yeah, right.
God.
And I'd wake up to you doom scrolling.
Which I don't do.
Oh, good.
I don't do that. But in that fucking area of the world, they don't open anything until 10 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get a cup of Joe in the morning.
We didn't have a gym in our hotel, so I was well.
Yeah. Gonna doom scroll.
Ruining my life.
Yeah. I think, I'm trying to think of if I've ever met anybody who's ever I achieved my New Year's resolution and it was important to me. It's sort of like measuring your age by the year, but also how many months old you are.
I mean, you've seen it. There's so many fitness people where on January 1st last year, I said I would lose 30 pounds and blah, blah, blah. And that I think is really cool. Or vice versa, where you gain 30 pounds because you're trying to add on muscle or you want to change something about. I'm that's all great. But yeah.
Certainly nobody with a resolution like yours. That's I want to be kinder to myself. I've never ever heard somebody staying the course.
I asked my therapist today because this is the last time I will see him this year. I'm going to be gone for a few weeks and whatever. And I just was we've been seeing each other now for a while. And
what are we?
It was, I really did turn the tables on him and I could tell he liked it because he was oh, I get to talk now. And I was what's the number one thing you've noticed from me? And he was you talk to yourself so horribly. And he's always correcting me. He's you called yourself a piece of shit 3 times today. Of just something that's happened or been in my past or whatever.
I know you said doo-doo earlier.
I said doo-doo, yeah. And so he's you really, I would say moving forward, we need to work on self-esteem. Which I never have heard it phrased like that. I've always thought I'm a really confident person, but he was it's not that you're not confident. It's that you're really hard on your child itself, which kind of made me cringe, but
your inner child?
Yeah.
Huh. See, my inner child is just Abby. Friend of the pod, Abby Rosemark. Hi, Abby.
Yeah, just picture you being a bat out of hell. I was very opposite. I was constantly observing and assessing and
See, I was deflecting. What's Darvo? I was deflecting aggressive I forget. God, I've been drinking. We need Kelsey Lane on this podcast. She knows what Darvo is.
So she can fart in the mic?
No, because she's been abused so horribly.
Oh, dear God. I didn't like that turn at all.
She knows what Darvo means. I'm going to look it up right now. Deny, accuse. Oh, deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. That was me. That was my inner child.
You know what I love about the end of the year?
What do you love?
You're going to hate this.
Oh boy. Cranberries? Oh.
Pay attention.
Being interrupted?
You stop it. I love assembling all of the things that I took in for the year as far as music goes, movies I watched.
Spotify Wrapped.
Love like a Spotify Wrapped. Love picking out my favorites from the year. I love year-end lists of like what like different publications, what the Times like, what's Rolling Stone likes. I love assessing all of that because when I think back to years,
you do post those on your Instagram.
I love it. Or like Obama's list. I love it.
Yeah.
And really and truly, when I look back on years, I always associate it with the art that came out that year of like what movie hit. Like this year, it's one battle after another. Last year for me, it was a substance. And so I'm able to place myself very easily in each year, depending on like what I took in. Because our tastes and what we like in like movies, music, whatever, always aren't the actual physical product of the art. It's our experience at that time and what is hitting in that moment. And so I'm able to like remember like, oh, I love the substance because I moved to LA that year, felt horrible about my body. And that whole movie is just about body dysmorphia.
You got ringworm. Yeah.
I got ringworm this year.
Oh, that's right.
You have to get over it.
You have to get over it, clearly.
Listen, to all of our listeners who've had a ringworm, I am so sorry.
Ringworm
you did not deserve it. Okay, because it just happens sometimes from dirty equipment at a gym that should be sanitized but isn't. Okay.
Listen, to all of our listeners in the ringworm community, we see you, we honor your journey. Okay. If somebody were to make a movie of your previous year here, what genre would it be? And what would its title be? And it cannot be Winter's Bone.
So it was so bad that it's actually funny.
Oh, a tragic comedy.
Not even tragic. Think like Fleabag. Like,
oh, okay.
Like,
right.
And that's obviously a TV show, but like, it's funny. I just got shit on. And a lot of it was my own fault. Like a lot of it was like walking into like traffic, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So Martin McDonough would write the screenplay of your
perfect
year.
Perfect.
Got it.
That's a perfect comp. What about you?
My year would be maybe Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World.
You just think you'd look good in Laura Dern's booty shorts.
I'm sure you'll find it was Julianne Moore in The Lost World.
Oh, sure. You said the second, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Everything was great until it wasn't.
You had some romances. You had a very like flirty...
Are we doing my Spotify Wrapped of my dating life?
Yeah. Well, no, but like even just from the first year I knew you, dating was not on the table at all. And then this year you were like, you had like a couple different Johns.
There were
a couple different
paying clients.
A couple different long-term suitors, if you will.
A couple beaux, but then spelled in the French way with an X at the end. Yeah. I ran into one at the gym the other day. We didn't speak.
Which one?
The one who's in recovery.
Oh, yeah.
And we wish him well.
Sure. I don't know what he looks like.
Good. That's fine. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, he's in so many ways kind of like a palette swap of any homosexual in West Hollywood.
I was like, I'm not going to swoop in and steal him, or am I? Or am I?
Good luck. Do you like going to church on the weekends?
Should I Ariana Grande him or what?
Does that mean you're going to lose 350 pounds?
Okay, I have to edit that out. I don't support that joke at all.
Does that mean you're going to cling to somebody obnoxiously through every interview?
Okay, true.
And put on and tell interviews, you have been the light of the day. You are a gift. I hate it.
Yeah.
Wicked. Maybe that's the thing that's really just like burned.
We made it through Wicked. It's
seared itself into my retinas.
Actually, I heard a nasty rumor that they're making a third one.
Horrid.
They're remaking The Wizard of Oz, which I think is just a fucking tragedy. This was good news. I told you about this already, but they can't remake Clue, the movie, which fabulous. Is the greatest comedy of all time. It's fucking awesome, based on the board game.
Yeah.
Because the board game owns the rights.
Yep. And Madeline Kahn is not on board. I cannot be fucking bothered.
What a treasure.
Simply cannot be bothered.
Eileen Brennan. The casting of that whole fucking movie is perfect.
Tim Curry. I mean,
perfect.
What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Be ye gods.
Christopher Lloyd, who played Professor Plum, I brought my mom when she came to visit to Chateau Marmont because I wanted to give her just the hot spots of LA. And I'm like, I wanted to be like, so many movie deals have been signed here. This is where everyone, like Miley Cyrus had just performed like an intimate concert there the week before. Like Justin Bieber had just been there. So I brought her to Chateau.
Is that where he did the "It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business"? Is that where that?
No. God, could you imagine? The Paps are just sitting on Sunset Boulevard. TMZ captured that entire thing. Who's performing? No, but we get to Chateau Marmont. We just did like a lunch, and my mom's like fully scouting the place. She was like not disappointed, but she's like, "Oh, no one's here." And I was like, "Well, it's like a Thursday, Wednesday, whatever." And then I'm like, "Oh, Mom, that's Christopher Lloyd.
He was Fester in Addams Family Values."
My mom grew up in the 80s. She's like, "I don't know who that is." I was like, "It's the professor from Back to the Future." She goes, She pulls out her phone.
Takes the phone the size of a placemat.
I need to. She pulls out her phone and is about to take a picture. I go, "Mother, don't you fucking dare. Christopher Lloyd hasn't done work in like 10 years. Don't you dare disturb him. He's one of us now." Okay, you leave him alone. That's Professor fucking Plum.
Oh dear. Yeah. What's not clocking to you?
I listened to 74 different albums this year.
Oh.
That just came out in 2025. I like to listen to lots of different things, whatever.
Sure do.
I can't do Justin Bieber. I fully skipped, and he's getting really good notices for it. He's got some more work to do.
I am fully on my journey of I'm going to listen to my song on repeat.
Yeah.
For the year. And if somebody sends me something new, I'll get to it in 3 months. And then I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Addison Rae.
Listen, don't even bring that up. You know, that's a sore subject for me. I knew you'd love her. I knew you'd love her.
Aquamarine is a fabulous song.
It's the people, I don't know how much she has to do with her own music, but the people who make her music love Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
And I know you don't love Ariana Grande because every Addison Rae song, it's and all these new pop girls, they are copying Lana, whether it's the vocal performance. Tate McRae has songs that sound like Lana. Like Lana's the most influential.
Okay, so there's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to be one of the new pop girlies.
You could.
I'm going to be, if I don't need knee mobility, I've got this on lock.
I'm telling you, I walked through the store and I said, "You are a ray of fucking sunshine."
I've been the light of the day. I was a treasure.
No, I'm excited for the new year. This is going to be a better year for me. I already know it. It can't get worse. Like
it certainly can.
I don't think, not for me.
Oh, of course it could.
But pairing a job loss, a horrible breakup, fleeing my city because it's on fucking fire, Trump becoming president. I mean, like, it can't get worse for me.
It can always get worse. Okay, that's the thing.
Death would have been a pleasure. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. It was rough.
Yeah, it was a rough year. It was I'm just saying, you know, let's not tempt fate. Okay.
I just wish you wouldn't yuck my yum right now. Okay. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm doing that thing where do you believe in manifesting?
Absolutely not.
Of course you don't. I do. I'm manifesting.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm bored.
How dare you? How could you? How could you? This is all about momentum. It's yes and.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Groundlings class for you this year.
Oh.
Momentum. Why don't you like improv?
It sounds expensive.
It is.
Yeah. That's one of my main stumbling blocks.
But we'll learn so much about each.
You keep touching me. It's got to stop. Listener, he's been slowly stroking my forearm this whole time.
What?
Do you remember that bit from Notes on a Scandal where Judi Dench has Kate Blanchett's arm? She's like, Kate Blanchett is trying to get out the door. It's very stressful. And Judi Dench is like, "May I show you something we used to do to each other at school? We used to stroke each other on the forearm."
You fucking buzzcut dyke.
I'm going to get out in a lavender marriage. That's my resolution.
You would be so suited for that.
Oh, Julia Lee. It's happening. Okay. Yeah. We're going to go to Taiwanese breakfast and discuss it. All right. Well, I don't think we achieved.
I had a lot of fun. I don't know.
I don't know if I've achieved any resolution for this podcast, but kids, write in. Tell us what your resolutions are. And you know, we're going to hold you to them. Okay.
Yeah.
If your resolution is that you're going to summit K2 without oxygen in the winter, we are going to be checking records. Okay.
Oh man. I did an acting class in college, and there was a play called K2, and that was my scene. I was the guy who's scaling the fucking mountain, and I had to like pretend like I was climbing this mountain. And it's
so high up.
It's like me and my friend, and like it's like a danger place. So like one of them, I'm like, oh God, this is so embarrassing.
The air is so thin.
My teacher, she was a lesbian. Her name was Gay.
Yes.
Gaye. And when I came out to her, she's like, man, it must be so hard. When I come out, I just say, hey, I'm gay. And I was like,
that
you're
bit kills.
amazing.
Yeah. All right, kids. Well, get those resolutions together. You send them to us on Instagram. You can mail them to Lucas directly. His mailing address is
hell.
His social security number we're going to provide afterwards if you want to send it in the old-fashioned way. His parents' address is
hell.
Lucas, I think that's all we've got for today.
Well, all right. I had fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show.